who's from the Australia Council, who worked here for many, many years and have probably a much longer history and broader knowledge than I certainly do of this place. But the founders of this particular place were meat workers, and they were from the trade union, the Meat Workers Union specifically. So they were in the business of killing animals and decided that music and arts programs were pretty key to the social context of those workers. Next door in the Bluestone building that some of you have had a tour of used to be a piggery, so the place where those pigs were killed. And there was a time just over 40 years ago where that building was due to be bulldozed because it was condemned and full of kind of toxic chemicals and things. And those particular meat workers who were from that trade union roots jumped in front of that bulldozer and said, no, this is going to be our art centre. And that same group of founders, which was led by a man called George Seelaf, also founded the Community Health Service in Melbourne's West, which is called Western Region Health Centre and is now newly merged into a kind of mega community health service across Melbourne. But I think that's really interesting that 40 years ago, the two key services for Melbourne's West, where the principles were access for all, and really working with migrant communities, Indigenous communities and women at that time, were the health service and the art centre. And I think when we talk about democracy and diversity and freedom of speech, we've got some things to learn and remember from those roots. Sorry, notes. Here at FCAC, we deliver about just over 1,800 activities each year, community engaged activities. And in addition to that, sort of about 200 external venue hires or relationships with organisations in terms of conferences or forums and things. We provide about $40,000 to $50,000 worth of in-kind to the community and the industry through this venue and this place every month. So we meet about 76% of our requests at the moment. That's the kind of geek in me, sort of trying to understand this place better and better all the time. But we have more questions than we have answers. I think that's probably important to say. We have a number of different kinds of critical dialogues here about is this what we're supposed to be doing? Is this relevant? Is this current? How can we do this better? Does that part need to end? Does something else need to start?